Hey, good evening, my friends. Anthony Fontana here, Alive After 5, just coming at you from our home here on Long Island. And I'm very happy to be here tonight. It was a fantastic day today. Anytime I can spend a day with winners and people that are just motivated and excited and friendly and warm and engrossing and just I get my battery charged up. So I did that today with some of my realtor partners and one of my partners from my mortgage business, and we just had a great time. It was just very uplifting, and come home to equally good news. Phone blowing up, text messages blowing up. Last night I did a live in a Facebook business group with like 1,100 members, and it was just so amazing. It was supposed to be a 15 or 20-minute talk, and it turned into an hour and a half. The number of questions that popped up, it was just a lot of fun. So I just appreciate that. Hi, Susan. How are you? Hey, Suzanne. Two Susans in here. How are you guys? What's going on? So I appreciate the relationships that I have and the friends that I'm able to hang out with, and I'm just very, very blessed. So I want to pass a little information on to you, some stuff that strikes me as important to know. And I have a special guest. This is Puppy right here. She's been chasing after me, and oh my gosh, she just wants to hang out. So she's just going to sit here and hopefully not do anything crazy. You relax. Okay, so, a couple of things to remember. One of the most important ones is when you lose your spark, you just feel like stopping. You feel like just kind of giving up, whatever it is you're working toward. You just can't go on any further. You're just tired, and it just becomes a burden to move forward. It's so important to keep going. And that's easier said than done. I understand that. We all go there. We're all at that point sometimes in life, but we just want to stop the presses, get off the train, and just shut down, shut our brains off. That's when you need to push on through. I call that a terror barrier. I call that an area in life that it's the test. It's a test. It's a fake wall. It's a terror barrier, but it's not real. We put up this mantle of excuses that stops us dead in our track, and we fail to continue. So it's super important that you find something positive to think about, and you simply decide, you know what, this sucks, I hate it, but I'm going to keep going. That's the difference between the winner and the quitter. You decide to keep going. You have to remember who you are. This is important too. I'm not talking about some crazy like, your image of yourself is so extravagant. We all have values that we live with. We all have values that we adhere to. And, things can throw you off balance. You can have relationship issues. You can have people, chirping in your ear on what to do in life. People that affect your sense of self. It happens all the time. You can have a certain value system that you adhere to or that you've learned to adhere to over your life. And then you come across people that are trying to take you away from that value system or trying to belittle you with how you think or how you are, how you live your life. Their influences come from people that you love. They come from people that you work with. They come from friends and family and strangers and, freaking social media, which is creating an environment of, the typical keyboard warrior. People are trying to put themselves out there, and they get some keyboard warrior insults them or says something derogatory or negative, trolling fools that are out there. I get them. We all get them. Just flush that crap. And understand that you're living your life on your terms with what you need to be doing and the talents that God gave you. You're comprised of a whole group of building blocks. Puppy, relax. You're comprised of a whole group of building blocks that make up who you are. Those building blocks rest on a foundation of values, and those values go all the way back to your childhood. You've learned certain things that you value from other people in many cases, and you've developed your own. So it's very important. Understand who you are and why you're here. And I got to tell you something. Every now and again, you need to reflect back on who you are, what you value. And that helps you flush some of the junk that's out there. Another thing that you need to do, and this is something I'm really good at, is just stay curious about life. I am literally like the curiosity killed a cat. But it turns out that we've forgotten the meaning of that. Curiosity hasn't killed any cats. It opens the door to a new place. It gives us an opportunity to develop a satisfaction. Yeah, curiosity killed the cat and satisfaction brought it back. You see, if you decide that you want to be curious about life, curious about things that are going on in your world. Hey, Jason, that was great today. A lot of fun, brother. And my man Jason was there. It was a lot of fun hanging out with you, young man. I love it. I really do love it. But so be curious about things. I'm constantly learning new ideas and new techniques. I have no ego. I can hang out with a guy that's 30 years old or 20 years old or 75 years old, and I'm always in the process of learning. Like I was watching, Jason Moreno was with me today, and I was watching this young man talk to this organization of realtors. We were having a blast, and I learned some things from him. Things I didn't know, maybe a couple of little techniques on where his mind is in terms of our industries and how we can help and develop and help people expand their roles in our industry. It was pretty cool. And I love that. I think that's so important to be curious about things. It has a tremendous positive effect on you when you are curious. For example, how do I get curious? I watch videos constantly. If I'm in the car and I'm driving, my radio's not on. I'm a musician. I'm a drummer. You would think I play drums all day long and listen to music. I never do in the car. What I'm listening to are either CDs from the mentors that I admire over my life, or I might even turn on a video, put the phone on the seat and listen to the video. I have hundreds of these things that I can just click at a button and listen to. When you want to develop some curiosity, go someplace new. Travel outside your area, get in the car and take your wife someplace that you've never been to. Go to a restaurant that you've never been to. Take a class. I mean, I get these books every month from Suffolk County Community College. I just don't have the time. But there's so many cool things to study. Photography, a foreign language. There's a million different things that you can do. And you can change from being boring and tired and worn out and losing the spark to developing an interest in something that you didn't even know you were interested in just by looking at one of these school catalogs. I would do it all day long. Get a new habit, a new hobby. Do something that's just different. Find something that, rocks your boat and go out there and get it done. Just start learning what to do. We all have passions and we don't pursue them because we're working 9 to 5, 9 to 7, 9 to 10, and we forget that we need to develop as individuals. It's not about working for a living, it's working for a life. That's what we do. We're supposed to live life. That's the most important thing. Big one for me is fighting negative thoughts. I cannot be around negativity. I just can't do it. When I slide into negativity, it takes me minutes to recover back out of that. And we all get there. Trust me, Jason and I are we can tell you flat out, the industry that we're in, wow, it can get hairy, to be real honest with you. But you have to remember to fight those negative thoughts. If you brighten a room when you leave, I don't want to be around you. It's just that simple. And I know too many people like that, unfortunately. Actually, I can say I don't know people like that because I don't hang around with people that are like that. Get away from the negativity. Get away from the negative Nellies in your life. The guys and gals that are crabs in a barrel that are pulling you down every time you try to stick your head above that barrel. You got some clown trying to pull you down, throwing negatives, throwing shade. Flush those people. Get rid of them. You don't need them around you. It's just not necessary. And I don't care if they're family. Just get rid of them. Just if they haven't figured out that they're a drain on your battery, well, that's on you, isn't it? Unplug from them, plug into people that are positive and excited about life, and guess what? That'll help drive your personality a little bit further. And, look for affirmations. I mean, listen to these kinds of videos. They're all over the place. I can turn on positivity in 10 seconds flat. I mean, it's just so easy to do because life is grand. Life is fantastic, and you're here to live it, not to dwell on the negativity from your past. And, another thing I always remember to do is I remember to rest. I can get burnt out. I can get tired. I can go nonstop for hours and hours, but I always remember to stop a little bit, grab a cup of coffee, grab a little port, just relax a bit and chill out. I've been known to stop middle of the day and watch a little television, 15, 20 minutes, a half an hour, and I can change my mind. Just, it just drifts off a little bit, zone out a little bit. And then you come back recharged. So remembering to rest is important. I mean, MJ loves to go. She gets her hair done, goes for massages and stuff like that. I think it's important for her to do that. It's what she enjoys to do. I like to read. When I have a stressful day, grab a book and read a little bit. It's always a lot of fun. Gives me an opportunity to relax and rest up. We binge watch a lot. We just picked up Breaking Bad. We started watching Breaking Bad and finished it 2 years ago. And this week we just decided, we're going to turn it right back on again. So we watch an episode a night there, and it's such a fun show to watch. The premise is a little off, but it's so fun to watch. It's very engaging, and you get involved in the characters, and it's pretty cool. It's a great way to relax and share some quality time with the MJ. Another thing is, remember to make yourself happy. Remember the 3 F's: freedom, fun, and fulfillment. You're free to do anything you want. And if you can make yourself happy, you're free to do things that make you happy. To feel freedom, you have to feel like you're in control of your own situation. So very important. And you have to have fun. I have a lot of fun everywhere I go. I enjoy my life. I enjoy interacting with people, and we laugh a lot. MJ and I laugh constantly. I crack her up. Sometimes she cracks me up. We were watching something called The Tudors, and it's about King Henry. And I know, you want to crown me because, you want me to be king because you're going to crown me. And, you just laugh. You look at the funny things in life and you crack up about that. It's so fun to do that. Another thing we do a lot is we switch things up. I don't have any routines. You can't set your clock by me. You absolutely cannot. I'm unpredictable in that regard. And if you change your routine, you'll be able to figure out different ways of doing things. I sometimes take a different route home. Sometimes I'll go the long way. Sometimes I'll time it to see how long it takes me to go one way versus another way. And I'll do that because it keeps me motivated to something new. I'll go a completely different way. I'll go south and then go west or go east, and I'll just drive around a little bit to get myself home, because what's the rush? I might as well do something different. So I do that. Start a side project. A lot of people, we were talking about this today, in fact. Side gigs. Start something that you can do on the side that maybe make a couple of bucks. Why not? Why not do that? Many people need that right now. So changing your routine means doing something on the side of what you're doing right now to make a living. Have some fun. Do something different. Start a puzzle war with somebody. Play chess, over the internet with a group. There's a million different things that you can do. Learn something completely new. New language or whatever. I'm studying right now. I'm taking a class on neuro-linguistic programming. It's the third one that I've taken. These are 60-hour courses, and I do a little bit every night. Just a little bit every night. I take 1 or 2 of the lessons, and then I move on. And I love it because I'm learning some new techniques, new ideas that can help me out in my life. Why not you? A big thing that I do is I connect with people in a meaningful way. When you're a human being, you're your own island, right? And if you have relationships with people, a lot of the relationships that we have, they might not be so real. They're a little shallow. You're passing somebody in the office, you're saying, "How are you?" And you're praying that they don't respond to you because you really don't care how they are, but you have to say, "How are you? Good morning," whatever, and then you move on about your day. I see a lot of people that do that. I used to do it. I don't do that anymore. I think it's very important to develop relationships with people, get to know people. When you're around people, let them talk. Let them tell you about themselves. The most skilled communicator in the room is the one that doesn't talk as much as everybody else. That's the most skilled communicator. You can be that individual. Start by being more aware of the people that you're around. What are their moods like? How are their facial expressions? How are they reacting to whatever is being talked about? You can actually figure out in seconds that someone's not having a good day or a good week or a good month. Just today, a friend of mine on Facebook passed away suddenly, 54 years old. Yesterday, a father passed away on one of my other friends. A mother died 2 days ago. Somebody lost their dog. Everyone's going through stuff. No one cares about your stuff. They only care about their own stuff. So when you start caring about other people's stuff, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be an angel that's going to arrive, and they're going to look forward to seeing you. They're going to give you business. They're going to want to be around you. They're going to want to be your friend, and they're going to associate with you and refer you to everybody else that they know because you're a good human being and you have a big heart. As I get older, another thing that I take care of is I'm more aware of my health right now. I wasn't so aware of it when I was younger, but I eat better than I used to eat. I still eat crap. I still put extra sugar in my coffee and cakes and cookies and stuff like that. I love pastries. I'm an animal when it comes to pastry, but I try to eat better than I used to eat, and I'm maintaining my weight. I do exercise now. I spend half an hour a day, intermittently during the day, on an exercise bubble thing that MJ bought me. It's like a rubber, looks like a pill. I think I talked about this once before, a Thera something or other. And I jump up and down on it. I do steps, and I do crunches, and I can lift it up and do some exercises with my arms and shoulders and chest. It's pretty fun, and it's something that I never thought it to do. I have a whole gym down the basement that we built. I don't use it. I don't want to be bothered. This thing is a lot of fun, because I can throw on the TV or throw on something on the iPad and just work out for just a little bit. Time goes real fast, and I enjoy it. It's just a lot of fun. Make sure you're going to the doctor on occasion. Very important. I'm not good with that. But here's the last and final one. I'll close out with this one. Appreciate life's ups and downs. You can't have up without down. You can't have right without left. You can't have black without white. You can't have light without dark. There's contrast in life. It's just the way life is. Life is going to go up. Life is going to go down. Life is going to go up. Life is going to go down. Appreciate it all. And learning to appreciate it, you'll be able to absorb the negative things that go on in life a lot easier when you understand that what is really, really fantastic right now can disappear and will almost definitely go the other way. It's just life, right? And if you expect that, and you live your life with positivity, and you live your life with gratitude and gratefulness, there's not a one of you that can't succeed and grow and expand your world. Let me say hi to a few people. Hi, Irene. Jason again is in here. Dennis, Texas is in the house. Hi, Debbie. I have, oh my God, North Dakota is in the house too. Hi, William. What's going on? Mark is, wow, England is in here. Lorenzo, what's going on? My man Lorenzo, we're going to see you in 70-something days, my brother. I can't wait. Hi, Aaron. How are you? Hey, Chris, what's happening, my man? Pamela's in here. Mary, saw you today. It was great seeing you. Todd, another Texan in the house right now. Texas American Title. Fantastic company. Hi, Cindy. How you doing, buddy? Listen, I'm going to jump off. Hi, Stella. Listen, share if you care. This is a little bit longer than I usually do, but the subject is important. And it's how I think. It's how you should think, too. I love you guys. Have a great night. We'll catch you tomorrow night. Let's have a fantastic evening, guys. Enjoy it, and let me know what's on your mind. Any questions, reach out to me. But we do love you guys a lot. Have a nice night.